What's going on, guys? So I've been chilling, taking a little break from Dokkan Battle. I have been logging in every day just to get the login bonuses, but it's been relatively slow the past couple days. Not a whole lot going on. I'm just glad, to be honest, with the virtual Dokkan Battlefield's over. Initially, for me, that was kind of fun. But later on, it just turned into a huge hassle for me. I really just lost motivation to kind of play every day. I was only doing it for collecting enough medals to awaken, you know, the the new Captain Ginyu card. I was able to score 7 medals, but after a while, that stuff really got old, to be honest with you. I don't know how everybody else thought of it, but I don't know. I got turned off by it after a while. It was kind of a pain in the ass, to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't really enjoy it that much. But it is what it is. And like I said, it's pretty slow at this point. I think the only thing coming up soon is the Kid Vegeta Super Strike event, and as far as I'm concerned, that's about it, really. I know there are some new cars that can be awakened now, but I'm just kind of curious, what everybody's thought of Dokkan Battle, the virtual Dokkan Battlefield was. I'm sure a lot of people were able to get, the 14 medals for, in order to have enough medals to unlock both Ginyu and the Intelligent Gohan, if anybody was lucky enough to be able to pull that card on the Rising Dragon banner. But I did a couple multi-summons and a couple singles, and I did get a pretty decent amount of SSR characters, but unfortunately I didn't get the Intelligent Gohan, which could be awakened to LR status. It's the percentage of that was so low, to be honest, that not many people were gonna be able to pull it. What was it, like 0.08%, right? The odds of somebody picking that up. So it was pretty slim. And I'm a pretty conservative type of person. That's kind of what I do for a living too, working in finance. I don't overly expect things to happen. I try to be as realistic as possible. So I didn't waste a whole lot of money on trying to get the Gohan card. Actually, I didn't spend a dime, to be honest with you. I thought about getting the like purchasing some Dragon Stones, just to kind of get that bonus for you spend like what, $45 to get 100 stones, and then you get like the blue gem. I actually thought about that because I actually wanted to get either a duplicate for Super Vegeta or the Super Gotenks, the tech character, because I actually don't have that character. I would have loved to have gotten the Super Saiyan 3 Super Gotenks. That adds the stat bonus of the tech characters HP attack and defense increasing by 70%, which would have been a nice bonus to have. I think my tech lineup is the attribute that's struggling the most out of any attribute for me. I've got most of the stat enhancement characters for the other attributes, but tech is the one that I'm lacking right now. So it would have been nice to get that, but right when I was about to get it, the sale for that actually disappeared. So, and then it got replaced with the you pay $26 for what is it, 60 stones, and then you get like that that new ticket for the new ticket where you can, you know, kind of exchange it for other characters. And, you know, even though I would like to get the tech cell, I just didn't think it'd be worth it to buy stones just to get, you know, free ticket for the SSR characters that were available. I think, you know, it had, you know, like the Super Saiyan Gohan, Goku, and Goten, but, you know, those are characters that I already have, and I don't plan on, you know, unlocking the grid for those particular characters. So I really didn't think it was worth getting it, so I just decided to kind of pass on it. And even for the summons, you know, I just basically just got, I think I had about 35 Dragon Stones, and, you know, I kind of just did a couple of single summons and, you know, left it at that. I didn't really go, you know, aggressive about it. Even though, you know, the new Cooler card is pretty nice, it's not, you know, a card that I really wanted badly. So I didn't spend a whole lot of, you know, Dragon Stones on it, and, you know, I kind of went back and did some of the Rising Dragon, Rising Dragon banner again, and I actually pulled a couple of them. I was able to get Majin Vegeta. I already had it and Awakened, but, you know, I actually wanted that card to, you know, enhance the stats through the grid mechanic. So I was actually pretty happy about that one too. But yeah, I mean, you know, just to kind of sum it up, you know, with the 2nd anniversary over and everything, but I'm actually glad that the virtual Dokkan Battlefield's over. I didn't really, I mean, it was fun to some extent, but after a while, it got really old. You know, like, I mean, it was just, like, honestly, it's been a while since, you know, I would log into Dokkan Battle and kind of dread having to play the virtual Dokkan Battlefield. Like, there hasn't been a whole lot of times where, you know, I would log in just for the sake of, you know, trying to get an item. Like, I think the last time I felt like that was, you know, collecting medals for the LR Goku, which was, you know, a real pain in the ass too. But you know, at least there was kind of like a system going with that, in terms of, you know, if I do things a particular way, you know, I you know, the chances of me getting the required medals is pretty straightforward. So, you know, I didn't mind doing that, and it was only once a week too. It wasn't like every day like the Battlefield was. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy that it's over, and I'm just lucky I had at least 7 medals for, you know, either I might hold off on using it for, you know, Captain Guinea. I might try and pull the Gohan card as well, since it is required for that card. But you know, it's whatever. I'm kind of curious what direction they're gonna take now with, you know, only the Kid Vegeta event. Really, the only thing that's been kind of released so far. I'm not sure, you know, what else they got planned, but you know, maybe another Dokkan Festival, something like that. You know, it would be really nice if the intelligent Gohan character was actually like a featured character in a banner coming up, like, you know, maybe like a Dokkan Festival or something like that. But I mean, you know, my guess is they're definitely going to increase the rates, you know, the drop rates of that character. I mean, 0.08%. I mean, that's way too damn low. And second of all, I mean, that really, to be honest, I mean, that's just going to turn people away from that. I mean, if the developers give away the impression that they're money hungry, that they're gonna create this, I wouldn't call it a scheme, but setup to where people are gonna spend countless amounts of money just to get this character. I mean, if that becomes a norm, a lot of people are gonna be turned off by it. What I loved about this game is the fact that it's the cards that come out are rare, but at the same time, especially on the Japanese version, they give enough Dragon Stones away to where you can kind of save up and pull multi summons to where you can save them and pull the multi summons a couple times and actually get those characters versus having to spend a shit ton of money to have enough to kind of pull the characters you're looking for. I've watched the last couple weeks the people trying to pull the intelligent Gohan character, and that shit was, I mean, ridiculous. I mean, I people spent at least like $1,000 just to get that character. I mean, $1,000 for an app is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I understand people are getting YouTube revenue and ad revenue and whatever, but I mean, we're talking about one app, but at the same time, I guess if it generates hot views, kind of trending views, I mean, it is what it is. But from a player standpoint, like, let's say for a normal person, I mean, that shit really isn't worth it, and it comes off as a little bit greedy and schematic. So hopefully they increase the rates for that a little bit. But all right, well, that's kind of my rant so far. I'm gonna cut myself here and not bore your ears up, but we'll wait and see what the Kid Vegeta event, and hopefully they come out with some new content and keep it refreshing.